I'll sing for you right now. Here you go. Here's a real taste right now. Oh, you know what? No, I can't do that. My agent said it's a whole contract union thing.
So Fen and Katie are in love and they're getting married.
Spoiler. No,
That's the storyline that we're trying to create. Right now we're shooting a magical musical episode.
L. We are on episode 10 of season 4 of The Magician. And it's the episode that I'm the most excited about because I finally get to go on the desert quest that Janet goes on in the books. Play that. The desert kind of strips her down. She goes on this pretty intense journey. You know, she has a complete breakdown in the desert and sort of does a lot of self-exploration. It has an epic scope, just visually. You see us back together, which will be nice. You see a lot of big group scenes, big group musicals, which are always fun.
She's tripping on lizard acid.
Lizard LSD, and I actually did lick a real lizard yesterday.
Lizard Man Elliot is the human form of her lizard spirit guide, so
yeah.
There you have it.
See, lizard jacket.
Lizard jacket,
And this-
lizard hair,
Yeah.
lizard jewels. It was one of the more fun days on set yesterday to record most of Don't Get Me Wrong. It just was so fun to kind of like let it all hang out on like the sand dunes. We had so much fun. Yeah, I think it was one of the most fun days on set we've ever had.
Where are we? Great question. I have no idea. They tell me it's a desert, and I believe them, but we're in Vancouver still, filming in our normal city that we like to film in.
We spent like a week and a half in a desert, which was really a rock quarry that they had like trucked in tons and tons of like sand.
And we got slammed by bad weather.
Yeah, so it was like torrential downpours in the desert.
In the desert.
And I'm wearing like an open vest, like shaking my tits in the desert rains. You know,
It was a labor of love.
it was a labor of love.
Cut.
Okay, cool. Let's do it. It's a big process. We come in and we do what's called a pre-record. So we come in, we record the songs prior to actually shooting the episode so that when we are actually shooting it, we can do whatever choreography is needed and that we figure out the timing of what it is that we're going to need to shoot on the day. So there's a lot of layers that go into it. It's a really, really fun episode, and who doesn't love a musical episode?
I love the process of singing for a TV show. It's a totally different muscle to exercise than acting is, and you know, it's fun to sing as your character, which is sometimes very different than how maybe we would all sing as ourselves, so it kind of gives you the liberty to play with it more than if I was just, you know, singing as Olivia in front of a room full of people.
When those double moons rise and the sun is going down, you know what time it is. It's time for a penny on Philly's warm 94.9 smooth jazz. And for all you bears and rabbits, this one goes out to you from your high king, Margo Hanson. I used to sing as a kid, and it was never a serious thing for me, so getting to come in here in this beautiful recording studio and get to pretend that I'm a rock star, it's just a lot of fun.
Those hot tracks. You know, just going into the studio, laying down some hot tracks, you know, some good filters and beats and RPMs and the orchestra. Is that sounding like I know what I'm talking about?
Rolling, 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 keep those doggies rolling, rawhide. I've been acting for 31 years, and most of my work is drama. You know, I played a load of police officers and cops and dads, and to be able to do something like this is really fun. We've got some great singers in the cast. Jade, Hale, Brittany has a beautiful voice.
What I love about this show is that we keep seeing characters through other characters' eyes because we have several different musical numbers. Like, it's gonna feel like an entirely musical episode, and since it's through hallucinations, there's this whole elevated element to it. And that's one of the fun things about The Magicians is it's a magic show, and there's so many different places we can go, and now because of music, we can kind of go even further.
Seriously? I got my id, my lost innocence, my guilt, now my inadequacy?
I was excited about the Pretender song, don't get
Yeah.
me wrong, and about Beautiful Dreamer because I feel like they're songs that
Spot on.
I just enjoy singing on my own. And then, you know, Whitesnake and Gnarl Sparkly I would never have touched with like a 35-foot pole because I know myself. But that's the fun and kind of like the cheese factor that this show is willing to lean into as well, especially on those songs. In all of them a little bit, but especially those songs, I feel
Yeah.
like it's fun.
Yeah.
And it's over the top and it's supposed to be. And I think that that's sort of...
And the moment in which Whitesnake is playing, those
It's
are the
funny.
most surreal moments too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole sex
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah. I mean, like we're singing Whitesnake while she's having sex in a tent.
Cut.
And you also went to like some really brave places, I think, emotionally, and just your level of commitment always is kind of through the roof. But that episode particularly, yeah.
It got dark.
It got
dark. It kind of just happened too. I mean, when I was doing my scene with the axes, I knew what I wanted it to be like, but it was one of those scenes that like I didn't touch too much, I didn't prep too much because it was supposed to be a physical scene and you don't want to betray your instincts and confuse yourself. But this sort of rage came over me.
I imagine it was really fun to do.
I had the time of my life. I cried after when it was done because I was like, oh, I don't want it to be over. But yeah, I mean, I had never worked harder on the show, but I had also never had that much fun. I mean, and these guys were like so supportive.
The musical stuff I thought was really fun, in particular because it.
Because you got to sing.
I wasn't gonna say that actually, but yeah, that too.
I don't know how we managed to do it all in one episode, but we have an incredible team of composers and recording studios. All these amazing experts come in and make us sound incredible. And we're dancing too. We got the choreography going on, so I feel pretty accomplished. I mean, Broadway might... No. Broadway, stay doing what you're doing, and I'll do what I do.